have injuries to deal with. How does that impact you guys, particularly now that you're going into a stretch of 5 games in 15 days?
Yes, of course, you would like to make sure that you have your full roster available to be able to participate, especially on the stretch that we're going to go into again now in a lot of games in midweek, weekend. So, to be able to have rotations, we're a little more limited, but nevertheless, I think the group showed the past game that the mentality is right. Everybody's really, ready to fight for each other. That doesn't matter who's going to be available or not. Whoever is going to be available is going to get the job done and work very hard. And I'm very proud of that mentality that I saw this past weekend. I saw against Seattle that the fight character, attitude, is being great. So hopefully we get more players, to be available. But whoever's going to be there, I know that they're going to give everything for the team.
What do you learn from the stretch in August where you played 5 games in 15 days that you take into this stretch? And did things change at all because, at this point in the season, these games are some of your final games and maybe are a little bit more important just in terms of getting into that playoffs?
I think one thing that is a little bit different is that we play now these games at home. During that stretch we had to play one home, then go to Montreal, then come back, or just play a home game, then New York, and then come back. So now I think it will be a little bit easier in some way to manage the fact that we're playing at home. Nevertheless, still I think we need to make sure that we use the group in a smart way, that we are able to use everyone maybe in rotations to get the best out of the team, and we'll see how we're going to make the decisions to make sure that we go through the stretch. But thinking first about this coming weekend, which is the game that we have in hand against DC United, a tough team to play, a team that is going to bring some challenges, and a team that we want to be ready to hopefully get the 3 points that we need.
What challenges specifically do you expect DC to present, and are you expecting Rooney to be back in this game? Obviously, I think his suspension's over, but I don't know. Some of these players don't play on turf, so I just don't know that.
You never know. You're right. Some of the players of that stature don't play in these type of fields. But we have to expect him playing. We have to make sure that we plan with him on the field, and also with him, out of traveling or not being here. So we have to plan. They are a good team regardless. They have good players. They are a team that can go anywhere, as they show in Montreal, and beat teams in their home. So we need to be ready for it, and I'm sure the guys will be, and will face whatever team they're gonna have on the field.
In the 3 games before this Kansas City game, the attack, created chances, but it was maybe struggling a little bit to find the goals. You guys find 2 really nice team goals in this game to get the win against Kansas City. Does that give you confidence going forward? Do you feel like maybe it's turning a corner or putting you guys in a good position to continue that attacking performance?
Definitely, when you are able to win a game the way we did, this past game, it always gives you the belief that you're on the right path. And I think the thing that we did well this past game is that we were calm. We believed in ourselves. We didn't rush into things, and then we were rewarded to be able to score those 2 goals. And we have to stay with the same mindset and continue to work in practice, and just be calm. We create a lot of chances against Atlanta. I think we did some against Seattle. And then we were a little bit more clinical with a great goal with Valeri against RSL. So I think for us, we believe in our attack, but we just have to make sure that we continue to stay calm, when we go forward, and do the things that we've been working on in practice. Defensively, we're doing a good job. I think the team has the right energy coming into the games, and the belief that we can get the points that we need. So we just have to stay on the same course and keep on improving.
We talked a little bit about the stretch and how you'll need all your players this month. Seeing players like Eric Williamson step into the starting lineup, Konechny come on and have that secondary assist, how important is that for you to see as a coach?
We said it all the time. We need everybody. We need all the players, especially at this moment. And they've been good. I mean, Eric had the opportunity to start the game. He played very well. He now push himself to a different level to compete with other players. It's what we've been waiting for. I'm very pleased of his performance, and now he's going to be battling as well to be part of it. And like the other guys, like Tomas, Loria, Jebo, all these guys, young guys that now are pushing all the other players to make sure that when they step on the field, they're able to contribute, but also competing about starting positions, and that's what we want.